Do you consider yourself someone who values a clean and organized home? Do you spend hours dedicating yourself to each room, scrubbing, vacuuming, and leaving everything impeccable? Well, even with all that effort, there are treacherous little corners in your house that accumulate dirt, bacteria, and allergens, and you probably don't even remember to clean them. These places, often hidden or hard to reach, can be true sources of contamination, and, believe it or not, directly impact your health and your family's. Prepare for a revelation that will change your perspective on cleaning. In this video, we're going to uncover the 7 hidden dirty spots that most people forget, but which are crucial for a truly clean and healthy environment. Discover where these invisible enemies hide and learn how to effectively combat them, ensuring a home free from health threats. You'll be surprised by what we're about to reveal. Chapter 1: Window and Sliding Door Tracks. Window and sliding door tracks are true havens for dirt accumulation, often forgotten in the cleaning routine. Small gaps and grooves offer the perfect environment for dust, hair, dead insects, and debris to settle deep inside. Rain and wind bring external particles, which mix with moisture, creating a sticky paste that adheres to surfaces and hinders smooth movement. This seemingly harmless dirt can become a serious problem, especially for those who suffer from allergies or respiratory problems. The dust accumulated in the tracks, when moved by opening and closing the windows, is easily dispersed into the air, carrying with it dust mites and mold spores. Constantly breathing these particles can trigger allergic reactions, coughing, and irritation in the airways, compromising the air quality inside the house. To clean these areas, it's best to start by vacuuming with a narrow nozzle to remove excess loose dirt. Then, use a stiff bristled brush, like an old toothbrush, to loosen ingrained dirt in the narrowest crevices. This step is crucial for dislodging adhered particles and preparing the surface for deeper cleaning, preventing the dirt from merely being spread around. After brushing, prepare a solution of warm water with mild detergent or white vinegar, which is an excellent natural disinfectant and degreaser. Dampen a cloth or sponge with this solution and vigorously wipe all the tracks, removing loose dirt and disinfecting the area. For harder-to-reach parts, a cotton swab or a stick wrapped in a cloth can be very useful for getting into every corner. Finish the cleaning by thoroughly drying the tracks with a clean, dry cloth to prevent moisture from attracting more dirt or causing mold. Regular cleaning, at least once a month, can prevent excessive accumulation and maintain a healthier environment. Besides improving air quality, clean tracks ensure the smooth operation of windows and doors, prolonging their lifespan and avoiding unnecessary maintenance costs. Chapter 2: The Back and Underside of the Toilet. Despite being one of the cleanest items in the house for many, the back and underside of the toilet often escape our attention, becoming a true hotbed of dirt and bacteria. Invisible splashes, settling dust, and even leftover cleaning products drip down these areas, creating a buildup that quickly becomes a fertile environment for the proliferation of microorganisms. This is a place where humidity is constant, combined with darkness and ambient temperature, which favors the growth of fungi and bacteria. This area can accumulate not only dust, but also urine and fecal deposits that, although microscopic, release unpleasant odors and can contribute to the spread of pathogens in the environment. Poor hygiene here compromises the overall sanitation of the bathroom. To perform an effective cleaning in this area, start by moving the toilet away from the wall, if possible, or leaning in to get full access. Wear rubber gloves to protect your hands, as this is an area with a high concentration of germs. Use a stiff bristled brush, like an old toothbrush, to scrub the surfaces, removing more ingrained dirt. Prepare a strong disinfectant solution. This can be a mixture of bleach with water or a specific bathroom cleaning product that contains antibacterial agents. Spray the solution generously on all surfaces of the back and underside of the toilet, including the base and the mounting bolts. Let the product sit for a few minutes so it can properly disinfect and loosen the dirt. With a clean cloth or sponge, vigorously scrub all areas where the product was applied, removing any dirt residue and ensuring complete disinfection. Rinse thoroughly with a damp cloth to remove excess product. And finally, dry the area with a dry cloth to prevent mold formation and the attraction of new dirt. Performing this deep cleaning weekly or bi-weekly will make a big difference. Chapter 3. Exhaust fan and air conditioner filters. Exhaust fan and air conditioner filters are the true guardians of air quality in your home, but ironically, they are also the most neglected when it comes to cleaning. They work tirelessly, retaining dust particles, grease, pollen, pet dander, and even microorganisms floating in the air. Over time, these filters become saturated, forming a thick barrier that prevents adequate airflow. When these filters are dirty, the appliance has to work much harder to fulfill its function, consuming more electricity and shortening its lifespan. More importantly, the dirt accumulated in the filters becomes a perfect breeding ground for dust mites, bacteria, and fungi, which are then blown back into the environment. This turns your air conditioner or exhaust fan from a purifier into a disseminator of pollutants. Cleaning these filters is relatively simple and crucial for your health. First, completely unplug the appliance to avoid any accidents. Then, locate the filters, which are usually easily accessible. Carefully remove them, noting the direction they were inserted to facilitate reinstallation after cleaning. Loose dust may fall, so have a cloth handy. For kitchen exhaust fans, which accumulate grease, use hot water with degreasing detergent. Submerge the filters in the solution and let them soak for a few minutes to loosen the grease. For air conditioner filters, which accumulate more dust and pollen, a good wash with water and mild soap is sufficient. Use a soft brush to gently scrub and remove ingrained dirt. After washing, rinse the filters thoroughly under running water to remove all soap and dirt. Make sure there are no residues to avoid compromising the appliance's performance. Finally, let the filters dry completely outdoors in a ventilated and shaded area before putting them back in the appliance. Never put them back while damp, as this can encourage mold growth. The ideal cleaning frequency is monthly for exhaust fans and every 2 or 3 months for air conditioners. Chapter 4. Remote controls and light switches. Remote controls and light switches are touched dozens of times a day by different hands, but they are rarely remembered in the deep cleaning routine. With each touch, we transfer sweat, natural skin oils, food residues, and, unfortunately, a wide range of bacteria and viruses. These surfaces, being used by everyone in the house, become true vehicles for the spread of germs. The accumulation of dirt on these items is not just an aesthetic issue. It represents a direct risk to your health and your family's health. Research shows that remote controls can harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat, including microorganisms that cause colds, flu, and even more serious infections. The lack of regular cleaning creates an environment conducive to the survival and proliferation of these pathogens. To clean these items effectively and safely, the first step is always to unplug the appliance in the case of light switches, or remove the batteries from remote controls. This prevents short circuits and electric shocks. Use a microfiber cloth lightly dampened with isopropyl alcohol, 70% alcohol, or an electronic-specific disinfectant, which evaporates quickly and does not damage internal components. With the damp cloth, carefully wipe all surfaces of the remote controls, paying special attention to the crevices between the buttons, where dirt accumulates most. For light switches, clean the entire plate and the switch itself, ensuring there is no dust buildup or fingerprints. A lightly dampened cotton swab can be very useful for reaching the most difficult corners and edges. Never spray the cleaning product directly onto remote controls or switches to prevent liquids from seeping into the devices, which could damage them. After cleaning, use a dry cloth to remove any excess moisture and ensure the surfaces are completely dry before reconnecting or replacing the batteries. Performing this weekly sanitization is a small habit with a big impact on health. Chapter 5. Doorknobs and handles. Doorknobs and handles are constant contact points in any home, touched countless times a day by every resident and visitor. They serve as silent portals, allowing people to enter and exit, and unfortunately, also a multitude of microorganisms. Because they are frequently touched by hands that are not always clean, these objects accumulate dirt, oils, and most worryingly, germs of all kinds. With each touch, bacteria and viruses that were on our hands or on the hands of visitors are transferred to these surfaces, turning them into true sources of cross-contamination. Without regular cleaning, these doorknobs and handles become a link in the chain of disease transmission, from a simple cold to more persistent infections, compromising the health of everyone who lives in or frequents the environment. Cleaning these items is simple, but requires attention and frequency. To start, use a microfiber cloth or a soft sponge lightly dampened with a disinfectant solution. This can be a multi-purpose cleaning product with bactericidal action, 70% alcohol, or a mixture of water and bleach in a ratio of 1 tablespoon of bleach to 1 liter of water. With the solution, vigorously scrub all surfaces of the doorknobs and handles, ensuring you reach all curves, crevices, and the base where they are fixed. Don't forget to also clean the areas of the door or cabinet around the doorknob or handle, as these regions also receive contact and accumulate dirt. Applying a little pressure helps dislodge adhered particles. After cleaning with the disinfectant, use a clean, dry cloth to remove any product residue and thoroughly dry the surfaces. This prevents stains, protects the material of the doorknobs and handles, and prevents moisture from attracting new dirt or favoring mold growth. Performing this cleaning daily in high-traffic areas, or at least a few times a week, is essential to maintaining a safer and germ-free environment. Chapter 6. The interior of the washing machine. Many people believe that a washing machine, by constantly dealing with water and soap, is a self-cleaning appliance. However, this is a mistaken idea that can compromise the hygiene of your clothes and your family's health. The interior of the machine, especially the drum, the rubber seals, and the detergent and fabric softener compartments, accumulate residues you wouldn't even imagine. Over time, these residues, which include lint, hair, undissolved detergent, fabric softener, dirt from clothes, and even mold spores, form a sticky layer. This layer, in a humid and enclosed environment, becomes a fertile ground for the growth of bacteria and fungi, which can cause bad odors in freshly washed clothes, and, in more serious cases, skin irritations or allergic reactions. To clean the inside of the machine, start with the drum. Once a month, run an empty wash cycle using hot water. Add 2 cups of distilled white vinegar to the detergent dispenser, or directly into the machine's drum. Vinegar is an excellent natural disinfectant and helps remove mineral deposits and odors, as well as combating mold. Next, focus on the rubber seals, in the case of front-loading machines. They are one of the favorite places for mold and grime to accumulate. With a small brush like an old toothbrush and a diluted bleach solution, 1 part bleach to 1 part water, carefully scrub all the folds and indentations of the rubber. You'll be surprised by the amount of dirt that comes out. Don't forget to also clean the detergent and fabric softener compartments. Pull them out if your machine model allows, and wash them with warm water and soap. If there's mold, use the same diluted bleach solution. Make sure these compartments are completely dry before putting them back. Regular cleaning of the machine ensures your clothes come out truly clean and odor-free. Chapter 7. Baseboards and high corners. Baseboards and high corners are often the last places we remember to clean, or we don't remember them at all. This neglect creates a fertile ground for the accumulation of fine dust, pet hair, human hair, and, of course, spider webs. These structures, while seemingly harmless, are much more than a mere visual nuisance, representing a silent accumulation of dirt in your environment. The dust that settles on baseboards and clings to suspended spider webs are repositories of allergens. Dust mites, fungal spores, and external pollution particles can be present in this dust. Every time a door is slammed or a draft passes through, these particles are released into the environment, being easily inhaled and potentially triggering allergic reactions, rhinitis, asthma, and other respiratory problems in sensitive individuals. To clean baseboards, start by using a vacuum cleaner with a narrow nozzle to remove loose dirt and larger debris. Then, use a microfiber cloth, lightly dampened with water and a little mild detergent or multipurpose cleaner. Firmly wipe the cloth along the entire length of the baseboards, removing adhered dirt. For crevices and corners, a brush or small brush can be very useful. For high corners and spider webs, a broom with a clean cloth wrapped around the tip or a vacuum cleaner with an extension are ideal tools. Always start from top to bottom, sweeping away webs and accumulated dust. If there are persistent webs, a sealing duster or a soft bristled brush with a long handle can reach and remove these structures without difficulty, preventing them from falling on you. After removing webs and dust, use a damp cloth to clean the corners and upper parts of the walls, removing any residue. For a deeper clean, especially in places with mold or stains, a solution of water and white vinegar can be applied with a spray bottle and wiped with a cloth. Regular cleaning of these areas at least once a month ensures your home is truly clean from top to bottom. Conclusion: we've reached the end of our journey through the hidden dirty corners that often go unnoticed. It's fascinating how small areas of our home can hide so many health risks, isn't it? By taking the time to clean these forgotten places, from window tracks to the inside of your washing machine, you're not just making your home look nicer, but you're significantly protecting your health and your families. Remember, a truly clean home is one where every corner matters. We hope this guide has opened your eyes to the importance of more attentive and detailed cleaning. Small changes in your cleaning habits can bring great benefits to your well-being and quality of life. If you liked the tips and learned something new today, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. Share this knowledge with your friends and family, and let's work together to build cleaner and healthier environments.